stage on the street, an act for a day, a smile on the faces of those who walk by. Street busking is celebrated and appreciated all over the world. But in Singapore, street busking is viewed somewhat differently.
Yeah, street busking is when people go on the street and try to earn money by doing things, like playing music and stuff, yeah.
Street busking is actually people performing for money. Actually, over there at the back, there's quite a few buskers in Tampines.
Indeed, buskers who busk for a living form part of the street busking culture here on this little red dot. However, the little red dot does have buskers who share similar busking culture with those overseas. And that is seeing the street as their stage. This is Ivan, a young, talented street busker who plays a rarely seen instrument in Singapore, the appellation dulcimer.
I started learning this instrument when I was 15. I learned it through the internet. It was quite fun, but it was challenging because I didn't have any musical knowledge.
Ivan enjoys the unique form of stage he has.
I love to perform, and that's why I needed somewhere for me to perform. So busking was the only way which I have the chance to perform like every week.
The challenging aspect is not only in picking up the instrument. Aspiring buskers have to go through auditions before they take on the stage. Contracted by the National Arts Council, the presenting company is in charge of the auditions and the issuing letter of endorsements to buskers who passed the audition.
They will have to perform about 5 to 10 minutes. It will be judged by a panel of judges who consist of venue location managers, plus a representative from NEC and professionals in the industry. These judges will actually judge them based on two different components, competency and expressive itself.
Based on statistics from National Arts Council, there are about 120 street buskers in Singapore. The busking scheme by the Arts Council gives Singaporeans a chance to showcase their art form in public areas, and Ivan is on the winning end of this scheme.
I think street busking is a platform for people to share their artwork, so for people to enjoy what we have to share.
Indeed, the image of street busking is changing. Street busking is now also seen as a profession. Sentosa organizes an annual Buskers Festival whereby international buskers are invited to perform.
What are you going out for? It's my mouth.
The Sentosa Buskers Festival is a very entertaining one. And at the same time, we want to give Singaporeans a new experience for them to get exposed to international busking acts.
International buskers not only bring along their acts, but also their street busking culture back in their own country.
One of the messages is for people to just stop and break their normal, like, I'm going to work, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Break out of that and just stop and laugh.
And it is the perspective of street busking in other countries that sets the difference for Singapore.
Street busking is, to me, I would define it as a blue-collar art in a blue-collar form, which means, like, normally people have music in studios, stage. We are just doing it, having like a roadshow kind of thing.
Suhaimi lives in a world of darkness. A childhood accident cost him his sight.
I lost my sight since at the age of 4, and it was during an incident. My elder brother mistakenly, he just sliced it on my right eye.
However, Suhaimi's disability does not deter him from pursuing his passion for music and busking. 3 times a week, Suhaimi makes his way to the busking location and belts out tunes that liven up the atmosphere. crowds are not the only ones on the receiving end of the busking performance. The buskers also experience interesting encounters that lift up their spirits and makes busking inspiring for the performers.
Random people dancing around me, even little kids or old people, they do enjoy, and to a certain point they're enjoying the music.
Initially, I was thinking busking was okay, music. One day I was playing somewhere around Orchard, I think, and then this guy was saying, "Hey, can I sketch you?" He actually sketched of what I was doing. For once, I was collaborating with someone who is not of my disability. He was a normal guy.
After busking for 15 years, Suhaimi's passion for busking has helped him overcome the setbacks that he encountered along the way.
I believe there are a few others of my disability that we face is when you have your money stolen. See, for a normal person, I understand that they can just put their bag on the ground. For us, it's a different thing. We have to check from time to time, you see. So sometimes we find the thing missing. We find our income missing.
Despite the unhappy incidents, it's the burning passion that keeps buskers returning to their unique stage on street. While there are buskers who see street busking as a platform to share their art, there are also buskers who busk for a living.
我的名字是 Henry Law 啦，今年77岁，在街边卖艺，大概是7年了。
For 4 times a week, he travels from his home in Woodlands to his busking location in Tampines.
我以前是嫁罗里的，嫁到60多岁，60多岁，那么我就有这个糖尿病。
Similar to Suhaimi, Henry has a disability. Moving around is no easy task with his sole right leg. Henry lost his right leg to diabetes about 8 years ago. The loss of his leg also caused him to lose his job. Being the sole breadwinner, his family income was badly affected.
因为我生活不大好嘛。 没有什么钱去看医生嘛，那么就没有吃什么药品，再挡住你的糖尿病。糖尿病一提高了，那么你一病痛，东西脚烂了，它就不会好了。医生就说你一定要把脚锯掉。
After losing his job, Henry turns to illegal means to make ends meet. However, it didn't last long.
我是卖低修的，被抓进去关了7个礼拜。假如我要在街边卖什么东西，就要申请执照。我从那个福利部里面打听，他们跟我打电话去申请执照的，然后他就跟我关门叫我去考试，变成我pass了咯。 就拿这个执照出来了，拿这个执照出来就开始在街边卖艺了。
In order to support his family, Henry put to use his harmonica skills picked up from his teacher when he was young. Rain or shine, Henry performs songs that cater for both the young and the old. The meager takings from street busking are the only income for Henry's family. Splitting a meal into 2 is what Henry often does so that his income is sufficient to support his family.
我的太太65岁了，那么她的脚痛，也不能做工。这么老了，你要做工，人家也是说，哇，你这么老，我们没办法请你。我的女儿24岁，还没有找到工作。 他读了书，他的成绩不好，那么找工作也是很难。
Making a living through street busking is the main reason why Henry street busks.
偶尔不够啦，跟朋友借了，朋友 觉得太多，他也是避开你了。
While there are many understandings of what a street busker is, the buskers define it their own way. At the end of the day, it is the satisfaction that keeps their busking alive.
So my satisfaction is I get to make more friends of the same interests.
First, the basic is people enjoy your music, and they really do enjoy it, you can tell. And secondly, I get to perform somewhere, as in my music is not just for street busking. I think it's a great achievement for myself, and I see myself growing from there.
While satisfaction is something that keeps the buskers' spirits alive, there is one more thing that the buskers yearn for, and that is appreciation for their art form.
Soon, I think people are changing their mindset. They are starting to realize that buskers do not just play to earn money, but at the same time they play to share their work.
Street busking is all around us in Singapore. While each busker has a different story behind them, one thing they all look for beyond the donation is appreciation. The next time you walk past a street busker, slow down, listen, and feel with your heart the passion these street buskers have for their art.